Welcome everybody back to Donkey Kong 64. In what really from the prologue episode, we were introduced to the main plot of DK64, and we pretty much now realize that King K. Rool has kidnapped all the Kongs and has stolen all of our golden bananas again because he can't stop stealing our golden bananas. Why the heck not? In this episode, we are going to start with the main gameplay mechanics of Donkey Kong 64. Hope you guys are in for the ride, because I sure am too. You here are given this aerial view of Donkey Kong's treehouse. It's a good sign. It's a very good sign. Yep, so God, I always forget his name. Squawk pretty much gives just pretty much lets us know that pretty much what I just said, that all the Kongs are that all of his Kong friends are kidnapped again, or not again, but are kidnapped, and and his golden banana hordes is stolen again. So where else do we go? We gotta find Cranky. Now the real question is, I always forget where Cranky is. We also have all the buttons. I'll show you all the button mechanics, but for now, let's go straight to Cranky's lab. Nice. So you are in Cranky's lab. Looks something like you would expect from a lab. Well, if it isn't for my lazy, good-for-nothing son, lost our golden bananas again, and where might your flea-bitten friends be? You don't know, do you? I'd have thought you would be able to smell the work of a reptile by now. Lucky for you, old Cranky's batch of homemade potions will give you all the skills you need for your silly 3D quest. At least it was pretty nice that he mentioned it was a 3D quest. But you're not having any until you've completed my training barrels. Now buzz off and come back when you've done them all. So the training barrels that he speaks of, 4 of them just appeared right there. Those training barrels pretty much tells you the basic gameplay mechanics you need in order to get through this entire game. And what did Cranky mean by all the training? He is very confused. So there's a lot of mechanics that Donkey Kong has throughout DK64, but for now, let's go straight to the training barrels that he requested. There's 4 important mechanics that we will have to keep reusing throughout this entire adventure, because they're rather important. Let's go with the top. Let's go with the bottom left and work clockwise. Here we have the underwater training portion of the training barrels. Basically, we are taught how to dive underwater. So the main goal is we have to get the coin that is in the bottom of the barrel within 60 seconds. Not a hard one. It's just trying to get you familiar with the underwater controls. So that wasn't too bad. Second barrel to this way, if I can actually get to it. There we go. I like to call the orange grenades. I think there's a better word for this one. Pick up the oranges and hold Z and then press actually the right arrow to just throw them. So we just gotta collect 5 oranges and then just toss them. Hopefully I got the one right. Yes. So they basically serve as grenades. You can just keep tossing those oranges and then they will explode. Oranges can collide with each other, as you notice right there, to pretty much, explode on contact. This is very useful for defeating very strong enemies. It's also pretty powerful too, actually, So that's pretty useful. Next part is picking up barrels. This mechanic is very important for many stages throughout the game. And for stages, there's a certain stage I will mention later on that will require you having to throw barrels. It's not used very often, but it is definitely a requirement to complete this game. See, that's simple. We just tossed 5 barrels. All that was done in 14 seconds. These training barrels are not very hard. It's just mainly there to get you used to the game at this point. So now, last barrel up here. If I remember correctly, it is climbing trees. Yes, climbing trees and getting those what are they called? I think they're called vines? Yep, they're vines. So basically, it's pretty simple here. You just gotta climb the tree. You can actually climb trees as any other Kongs in this game. But first you can press A and you gotta jump, and then you gotta pretty much get to the vine. Then you press A again, and that's how you pretty much go from vine to vine. Once again, another important mechanic from to gain around certain stages throughout this entire game. So these training barrels are pretty much requirements needed to beat the game. Now let's go and get that potion that Cranky's been telling us about. So that was one part of the whole aspect of this game. But first of all, we gotta teach you some of the basic controls, right? Z is the duck mechanic. Not as helpful as it could be, but I mean it's very useful. Okay, I also showed off some of the camera mechanics. The camera's controlled with the yellow arrow buttons or the C buttons, really. So if I hit the down button, it just adjusts the zoom level right there. Right arrow pans the camera to the right, vice versa. Left pans the camera to the left. Then you press the up C arrow, you get this nice first-person view and look around the area. It's actually very helpful later on. You'll know why in about a handful of minutes. ZA at the same time just allows him to leap forward, and if you hold Z and then press A, high jump. Useful to gain up to tall heights. Some of his punch mechanics is right there. Just keep pressing B, jump B. ZB allows Donkey Kong to roll. It's pretty useful. Just showed off some of the basic controls, but no messing around. Let's go to Cranky's lab and get that potion that he promised us. You took your time, Donkey. Jungle Rust set in. You would like this. We are introduced to Simian Slam, or apparently the scientific term, Buttus Bashium. Apparently, Donkey Kong just never liked the potion to begin with. It smells horrible. Just tossed it out. Just casually breaks. So now, this is basically the ground pound here in, what the heck is it? It's the ground pound in this game. Also, I am speeding through the text pretty quickly here. He mentions 15 banana medals. That's actually required in order to actually beat the game fully. So, if you can collect 15 banana medals, throughout this entire game, Cranky will show us something pretty important. But, once again, we need to get those 15 banana medals. I'll show you how to get those banana medals as soon as possible. So here's, either way, we could explore. I'm gonna explore a little bit here in the treehouse because there is a lot to the treehouse area than you would think. Also, can I also mention how much I love this music? So now you can. So here are the vines from the training area, and here's the banana horde. See how it's all gone? His banana horde is missing again. There's also a really nice DK pad there. That's, once again, very important later on, too. But anyways, I also showed up the ground pound, AZ, pretty much the typical N64 controls there. There's the water mechanics. Now, if he goes this way... Now, I think if we go this way... Yes! Banana coins! Good thing I remember to explore the area as much as possible. Banana coins right there! They are required to get certain upgrades throughout this entire game. You'll see those upgrades later on once you enter a level, but that's all there is to that. Now, there's an area that I think I'm also missing. Where the heck is that area? Okay, it's not there. It's not there. There's just one more area I want to show off before I head off to the actual area. Also, I love the creative names, the actual area. You've done yourself justice. Also, the camera can get a little bit annoying at times if I start going out of control with it. No, it's not that area. I'll show it off later. But I believe it is important later on. A lot of things are important later on. So, as you realize, we are actually trapped in our own treehouse. You know what you do? You just go back in the treehouse and sleep and forget about the Kongs. No! The best thing to do, see this pad? Donkey Kong's face? Color green? How else? Slam it! Now the door opens. We can now actually leave our own prison, if you actually think of it that way. And we are introduced to DK Isle! There's a lot of things out here in the overworld. King K. Rool's island is just over there. Pretty much King K. Rool once again kidnapped the Kongs and the bananas, like if that wasn't heavily emphasized. Now, Squawk also mentioned that some of the areas are blocked off, except that specific island over there. There's also a nice number 1 there if you see it in the distance. That's something I will show off in about 2 seconds. Right here. Those are banana ports. It's literally just a teleport. It's basically a teleport pad that allows you to go from one place to the other. Very convenient. So in this area, in place, there's a maximum of 5 banana ports in each area. Also, this one right here is, how else? The tag barrel. Which we can't do anything with because we don't have all the other columns. So yeah, nice overall view of the area. We have a island over there. We got King K. Rool's island, another island, more islands, an island in the shape of a DK's face, because that's actually pretty creative. All right. However, most important part, we also want a nice banana port, but we will show that off soon. There's also another nice area back there. A lot of memories to be had with this game. It's also a bit dark. Man. Forgot how dark it can get. Alright. Let's stop screwing around. Squawk told us to go to this island. What is this area over here? Oh, it's none other than a giant, nice-looking reptile. Boo-hoo! Oh, my name's Clumsy, and I've been locked in here because I couldn't smash up some little island. But how could I? Such a lovely little island full of cute monkeys. So I said no. K. Rool says I'm too soft to be a Kremling, and I have to stay here until I've toughened up. I'll do anything to be free again. Well, we might be able to help your predicament, but that's a huge cage. Hey, little monkey, perhaps you could help poor old K-Lumsy escape? Oh, go on, I'll be your bestest friend. Wow, nice offer there. Yes, Donkey will help, Clumsy. Well, at least we told him that we could help this poor reptile. Man, forgot how excited he can be. He's pretty excited, actually. Apparently he made so much of a ruckus that a part of the area broke off. And a giant banana appears. Well, that's important. Oh, K-Lumsy's so happy now. But K. Rool has taken the keys to this cage and given them to the biggest and most feared soldiers in his army. If you manage to get hold of any keys, please bring them back to here to open my locks. Don't tell K. Rool though. This has to be our little secret. Alright. So, we kind of get the whole idea here. We have to save, for whatever reason, we have to save this really nice reptile and to help save us here. Where do I go with this? Those keys are important. Excuse me. The keys are basically the stuff that we get from the bosses. And every time K-Lumsy gets happy or starts jumping around, an area gets locked up, gets opened up. Pretty much allows us to progress further in the game and helps, to get our golden banana horde back. Alright, I'm curious, what is this thing here? Oh, we can get a golden banana! Why the heck not? We can get it in 8 seconds, right? All we gotta do is roll over there. Let's just keep going. We can do it. We can do it. Nope, we can't. We can't get that until like late game. But hey, there's a nice hidden golden banana that we'll need later on, or we can get later on. Like I said, it's gonna be much later to begin with. I know, right? I know. All right. Proceed in the banana port. We are transported back to our own little island. Also, may I like to ask that we have an area shaped in Donkey Kong's face? That's pretty cool. More Ballisticas. All right, let's catch this. Let's get this golden banana that's been fully there, or conveniently there. All right, that golden banana is the first out of. Whoa, Beaver! I'm just a nice little call. I'm just Donkey Kong. I'm just trying to stroll through the island for whatever reason. Just leave me alone. Alright, so the golden bananas is the first of 201 golden bananas that I mentioned in the prologue that I need to collect. That is required for 101%. And yeah, now you know that bananas don't come easy in this game. I'll also discuss more about the watermelon mechanic later on. But first of all, we have a nice little lobby area. Get some nice saxophone here. Who are you? You dumb ape! I'm the mighty B-Logger and don't think you're for 1 minute you're coming in here without showing me some of your stupid golden bananas. At least you said the golden bananas were stupid. If I disobey that fat old fool K-Rolled, it's in the big sawmill in the sky for me. So pay up pronto and I can get my wooden butt out of here. He doesn't seem very pleased to actually guard a door. Don't you realize that? He really wants to get out of there. We can save him from his misery. Let's just show up. So, B-Locker has a number of bananas listed there. And if you have that many golden bananas, he will open up the area that we can go to. Such as World 1 in this case, which we'll do right now! Wow, he's having a very hard time catching that banana here. I forgot that these cutscenes don't actually have voice actors. Like how he's mentioning that he doesn't get his first banana yet. And he just slams the ground and gets it! He did that through the power of strength, really. That's really the best way to describe it. Very good, donkey, but you'll need more than brute strength to stop me this time. At least you're just sitting there. You know, with portraits of the Kongs you kidnapped. Welcome to World 1, ladies and gentlemen, Jungle Japes! This is the first world we encounter in the entire game. DK, gather as many bananas as you can before, going through one of these portals. And those portals they look like pigs and hippos. Or something like that. Alright, and Squawk just mentioned the banana metal mechanic there. We need to collect 75 bananas from each individual Kong, not in total from each individual Kong. If you collect 75 bananas, we can we get a banana medal, and that is one step closer to Cranky's requirements for 15. It's nice, isn't it? But first of all, let's just jump through Vine. Now those are the bananas that we are referring to. You can collect up to 100 in each stage. There are up to 100 bananas you can collect from each Kong in each stage. That's all there is, really. That's all there is to it. Oh, and also some banana coins for our troubles. So as you said, we demonstrate the vine mechanic from jumping from one tree to the other. Let me just save real quick. Okay. And that's all there is to it. Now, I also killed the beaver. We also picked up watermelons. Watermelons are pretty much your health in this game. You can only take up to 4 hits before you actually just give up as a Kong. There are no life counters in this game. It is unlimited lives. However, if you do die in a section of the stage, you're sent back to the beginning. So you'll have to inconveniently go around to the area that you've originally visited. Now however, dying doesn't necessarily mean that you lose your bananas that you collected. Your bananas stay with you permanently. Those are really just collectibles. Unlike in Banjo-Kazooie, where the music notes don't actually stay, the bananas just remain collected as long as you can. And we just walk closely to it. We get to experience another extra area in Jungle Japes. And we meet a trapped Kong who apparently says, "Help, DK, help." That is actually Diddy Kong in the distance. We get to save Diddy Kong in this world here. I also like how Donkey Kong just magically warped in front of the banana port. The Animal Minion have hidden 25 golden bananas in this area, but you'll only be able to find 5 of them without the help of the other Kongs. Yep. So another mechanic here, as I was about to describe here, you can collect up to 25 golden bananas in each area. However, 5 of them are only collected by each Kong. I mean, the tag team mechanic is too strong in here, isn't it? So that's pretty much all that's all there is to it. There's a lot of things that each Kong has to do. Now, unfortunately, I'm just gonna spoil it right here. We can only save Diddy Kong in this stage. We will have to backtrack later on, and I know how I'll be handling the backtrack, and I'll be handling the backtrack once we get to that portion of the game. But for now, we got a nice little area that we can describe. We got the zingers, we got the beavers again. We got another set of bananas. Banana port number 3. You can also collect bananas in bunches, and we also have banana balloons, which we can't do anything about just yet. We will eventually. may I like to also mention that this music is also pretty damn good. Now, Donkey Kong, I believe, has a bunch of golden, have yellow banana bunches in, like, a bunch of the trees up there, so it's gonna be really, really interesting here. I think it's not these set of trees, but it is on the right set of trees that we found earlier. So, now, this also brings up the next question. How will I be handling the 100% of each Kong? Well, when I say 100% of each Kong, like Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, for example, if he goes through here, to get 100%, we need to collect the 100 yellow bananas for Donkey Kong and 5 golden bananas for him. And we also have to collect the banana medals, which can easily be obtained by, you know, collecting at least 75 of them. That's all there is to it. So, that's how I'll be handling the 100% for each Kong. I'll be doing those first before I fight off the boss. It's gonna be easier that way, to be honest, so... Because I don't want to have to backtrack as early as I can. There might be a time where I'll be finishing off the boss first before I finish off the collectibles, but for now, we're gonna do all the collectibles before we go any further on. Alright, so I do recall there are a bunch of bananas up here. Yep, there is it. Oh, we also get a nice pad, but I will show that off later. Let's go to the armory. I mean, that's how it's conveniently called. Funky Store. Man, he's actually stashed a lot of things in here. Been a long time, Donkey Dude. K-Rool's return is a real bummer, so the main monkey's here to fix you up with some reptile-kicking hardware. Check this out, I've got this real cool shooter that'll trash K-Rool's army. And it's yours for just 3 measly coins. Had a mic adjustment there, so whoops. Why don't we take it? We got our coconut shooter. This is our gun in this entire game. Yes, the monkey's got a gun, and in the words of some people, and refuses to take his medication. It had to be done, you know. It had to be done somehow. So, pretty much this is a gun. This is pretty much a shooter that each Kong has. It's not hard. I will show it off in the explanations. You gotta work on his next big thing. Each Funky Kong and Cranky Kong will have upgrades for you throughout the game. So once you get an upgrade for a certain Kong in an area, you'll have to wait later on to get the next upgrade. That's really all there is to it. But for now, I'm gonna say let's do this before we wrap it up. Ready to transport yourself to K-Rool's battle arena. Be as good as to win a crown. Crown's part of the collectibles and part of the 101% requirement. And to show off what it does, it's literally just survive for a minute. Beaver Brawl, you get the theme here, or 30 seconds, excuse me, I got it wrong. So, where do I go with this one? Yeah, just survive 30 seconds, just make sure you don't fall off the stage. If you fall off the stage, it's game over for your Kong. Which I think this is the reason why there are no lives in this game. You also get to hear the crowd just be angry at the fact that you keep beating those beavers up. Wow, great. I actually got hit for once. Alright, so you survive for 30 seconds. And those 30 seconds are, of course, time's up, but that's besides the point. So what else do? We collect the crown. And it's not hard at all. Later stages can get very crazy with the battle arenas, but we haven't encountered those yet. We got a lot of progress in this episode. We got our first golden banana in the overworld. Then we unlocked Jungle Japes. We realized that there are a lot more things to do for each Kong. We also got ourselves a nice little nifty gun with 50 ammos. I'd say this is a good place to stop. Next time on Donkey Kong 64, we will continue on and, you know, explore more of Jungle Japes. It's pretty cool to see Donkey Kong actually hold a log gun for as long as he did. It's pretty cool. We'll see you guys later. Please.